I watched 52 films that came out in 2025, and this is my overview of how I rated those films throughout the year. I gave 4 films 1 star. Drop, which had this really annoying phone trope, which I didn't get along with at all. Happy Gilmore 2 as well, which was just an unnecessary sequel, which seemed like a cash grab. And of course, the Ice Cube War of the Worlds, which was a big Amazon Prime advert. I gave 8 films a 2 star rating. The new Darren Aronofsky film, Caught Stealing, which I just didn't think lived up to his other works, which I've really enjoyed. And I know for a fact that I'm going to get on a lot of people's bad sides when I say this, but The Mastermind didn't work for me. I gave 18 films a 3 star rating. Some highlights here include films like K-pop Demon Hunters, which I thought was such an enjoyable time. The soundtrack was brilliant. The Long Walk, it gets a little bit repetitive after a while, but I think it's for a film that is purely like dialogue driven, they did a really good job at, keeping the characters interesting, keeping the story moving forward. Also, one that's flew under a lot of people's radar this year, The Ballad of Wallace Island, was a really good time. Just a wholesome story, simple but effective comedy. I gave 16 films a 4 star rating this year. Films like 28 Years Later, which I thought was actually quite an emotional piece of cinema for me. Yes, it had the really wacky ending, but I thought overall like it was a great continuation of the story and it worked way better than 28 Weeks Later ever did. Jafar Panahi's It Was Just an Accident. It was so amazing to hear the tale of how this film was kind of made in secret. Even though the tale is a deeply serious issue in Iran, it has this interesting way that it blends comedy into it that keeps it light-hearted while still being impactful, especially in the final moments of the film. And I gave 6 films 5 star this year. My favourite film of the year was One Battle After Another, which I just thought was a masterclass in filmmaking with fantastic performances across the board. A really solid script that drives the film forward and does not leave a boring moment despite a 2.5 hour runtime. Begonia was absolutely brilliant, a film that just keeps you guessing. The cinematography is beautiful in the way that it goes so small in that dingy basement, all the way to like global shots. Left-Handed Girl was another 5 star for me. The film is shot really well on an iPhone, which is a classic trope of producer Sean Baker. It makes the film seem a lot more believable and you're able to connect with it. It's a film that pays enough love and attention to all of the characters that allows you to empathize with them, and it makes it a really believable family drama.